This is Jack Hayes, and you're watching Average Joe Sports Talk.
Perfect.
We are here today with Jack Hayes, this Tara Blanchard, and Bo Starkey. This is Piedmont's freshman. Well, he was freshman last year. He was their quarterback, state championship, first time on the field. You actually beat your brother, who is also a veteran quarterback of Piedmont. You beat him in the fact that you won a state championship as the quarterback as a freshman. And I remember after the game, when he hugged you and told you good game, you said, "I'm better than you, I beat you." So do you remind him of this constantly, or do you just let your accomplishments speak for themselves?
It was about the first week or so, and then I let it go after that.
That's it?
Yeah.
I'm so disappointed. Who's faster, you or Taylor?
Well, Taylor was in high school, probably Taylor, but I think I'm faster than him now.
Oh, I'm sure I'm faster than Taylor now. I feel like I am. So the big question, Corona, it's on everybody's mind. What have you been doing since the lockdown?
Been working out with my dad a good bit and hitting baseball.
Hitting baseball. And that's the other Jack Hayes. His dad is Mike Hayes, played at Auburn. And that's an excellent, you guys are Auburn fans through and through. That's the family thing. What was it like for you being not only a freshman at the state championship, but you got to play at Auburn? Was it a dream come true?
Yeah, it was cool. After going down the previous weekend and watching them beat Alabama and get to go on the field.
I hate you.
It was fun.
I love that. So what is one thing that you're looking forward to doing once all of the Corona bans are lifted?
Win another state championship.
That's just we're going to win the state championship. So you were a freshman quarterback last year, and I know that it's just stereotypical for everyone to assume that the quarterback is the leader of the team. Was that hard for you leading, like you were a freshman, you came in and you were expected to be a leader and set a tone for seniors and juniors and sophomores. So you were a baby setting an example for older kids. How did you handle that?
Oh, I've been around all the seniors like Silas and all them since I was born. We've been good friends since when we played Little League. So, I've been around them. And, it really wasn't that hard stepping in and being with them.
And that, I know that you have grown up around Piedmont football because we were talking today. Can you see, you can, the awning behind Jack's right shoulder during a football game where his brother was the quarterback. He decided that he was going to take it upon himself to climb up and sit his little bottom down like he was going to slide down the awning. How far of a drop would you say that is, Jack?
I can touch it when I go by, so it really ain't that far.
But to your tiny little legs, like that would have been crippling.
Yeah.
We'd be telling a different story about you if your mother hadn't caught that. Like, thank God that the official threw a flag, or you might be splattered. There might be a Jack spot out there. My goodness. Oop, I'm losing questions on you. So what are you planning on doing this year to continue your leadership role as the quarterback? Have you got any big plans? Are you going to come in and start yelling at everyone, tell them to get themselves together?
No, I feel like we did pretty good last year with me just being the person I am, and hopefully just keep that same relationship with the guys in the field house.
That is, I know Coach Smith said that you're always laughing, you're really relaxed. Do you feel like that helps you lead in not being just so uptight?
Yeah, it's got me in trouble a couple times, but other than that, it helps me.
Do you have any good stories of you getting in trouble that you can share?
One story I do remember was after the Glencoe game. We were in the film room, and me and Silas were talking about something about the previous play, and Coach Smith thought we were talking about something else, and he told me I didn't make a good throw the whole game, and they don't know how I had 3 touchdowns. And the next day I had ACT prep with him in the conference room, and we talked about it for about 5 minutes, and I was late to class.
I mean, I'm proud of you for taking the ACT because I'm going to be honest, I didn't think you could read.
I'm not the best at reading. That was my lowest score.
That does not surprise me at all, but could you balance my checkbook?
Probably not.
That's good. So we were going to have to send you somewhere to play ball because your life skills don't come off the gridiron. Am I correct?
I'm good at technology. I'm pretty good at technology. That's about it.
So is my 5-year-old. So she can't read either if it makes you feel better, Jack. And I can go hard at Jack. I have been there from him being at ballparks his whole life, pulling fire alarms at hotels. If someone is still looking for that culprit, it's Jack Hayes, and he'll send his fine in whenever it's convenient for you, Holiday Inn Express.
Air horns at first round playoff games against Fultondale. Don't forget those.
Jack you've just always been such a force. Like, everyone always knows when Jack Hayes arrives. It's just how it is. And I feel like it's that way on the field. So what is something that we can expect from Jack Hayes this year, aside from a state championship? Do you have a personal goal aside from that?
Just do better than I did last year. Be a better leader. Have better stats than I did last year. Just be better all around.
Well, I asked Sean, and I wouldn't put Coach Smith on the spot, but do you have a favorite rivalry to go up against? Is there one game that you look on the schedule and you're like, that's the one, like I'm eating my Wheaties that morning?
Getting to play center again, that's going to be fun, but I think what Sean said is we just got to look at every game the same.
I like that. What, aside from state, what is your all-time favorite memory from last season? Can you remember that far back?
Beating Welborn 41-7 after they beat us at their place.
That's my favorite too. Quote me on that. So I have a question. I was talking to my dad this morning, and he said, you make sure that you tell Jack Hayes that he's a DB for life. Because I know in the state championship game, you got, just like Sean, stuck on both sides of the ball. Just an opposite. Your offense and had to play defense. Sean's defense had to play offense. What was going through your mind when you made that interception?
Yeah, it's a funny story. I asked Brant Dearman what to do the play before, and he stood me right there out on the out route, and he threw it right to me.
Jack Hayes, you are cut and dry. This is like sitting with little Mike Hayes. There is no fluff. This is what happened, and that's what I'm going to tell you. So I'm going to go ahead and ask you as well. Is there a girlfriend in the picture for Jack Hayes?
Yes.
Gosh, God, I'm so sorry, ladies. I came here to try to set you girls up with something, and he's taken too. Now I have some personal questions for you. Aside from that, can I get more personal than that? Do you color your hair?
I did during the playoffs, but after that, the baseball playoffs, but after that I haven't done it anymore.
What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Because of Piedmont? So it's like Piedmont blue, not Auburn blue, right?
No, I don't like navy blue.
All right, navy blue. Navy blue, Auburn blue, either way. Piedmont blue. What is your favorite sports movie? And I did forget to ask Coach Smith and Sean this, so, pick a good one to redeem everybody for my mistake.
Probably Major League with Charlie Sheen.
Really?
Yeah.
I love that. And who's your favorite athlete besides yourself? Because I know no one can love Jack Hayes like Jack Hayes loves Jack Hayes.
Either Cody Bellinger or Baker Mayfield.
Do you emulate either of those players?
I tried the Cody Bellinger batting stance. It didn't really work out that much.
So what has been your favorite hobby during this quarantine? Have you picked up anything cool? Do you bake bread, or I don't know, make your own beer? Do you do anything like that?
No, I don't make my own beer, but haven't went baking with my mom either. But I've picked up fishing a little bit. I've been fishing a little bit more.
I like that. Is that your,
I've been working with my dad. I got a pretty good tan. I built a whole fence the other week.
like with a hammer and nails?
No, it was with, like, we drove it into the ground with a bobcat.
Oh.
And me and him got in a couple screaming matches over it.
Now I can.
But he didn't hear me through most of them because the bobcat was going.
That's probably wise. I can't imagine you yelling at Mike Hayes and then sitting here today to tell the story. So now for you, Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Gatorade or Powerade?
Gatorade.
Dog or cat?
Dog.
What's up with this? Why does no one like cats?
I have two cats at home, but I had a dog, but they ate my neighbor's chicken, so I had to give them to my grandparents.
Cut and dry. Mountains or the beach?
Beach, definitely.
Horror movie or comedy movie?
Comedy.
I love that. What do you want to be when you grow up?
Software developer.
Okay. So you're not going to have to learn how to read. You're just going to go with the technology. Just push that all the way through. I mean, I like it. That's a great plan, Jack. What is your plan after high school? Like immediately after high school, what do you see yourself doing?
I'm going to try to go play baseball somewhere.
Do you have a certain team that you're like looking at?
Auburn, definitely.
Shocker. I didn't see that one coming. So sophomore year, do you feel like you have been robbed of anything? Like, are you going to take all of your anger out on the field this year of missing out on other seasons and other sports? And
I mean, I really wasn't that mad. I mean, I couldn't control it anyway. It happened, so there's no reason to be mad about it.
do you have a message for your teammates?
Just get back to the weight room and keep working.
What is your favorite weightlifting exercise? Like, what's your favorite thing to do in the weight room besides talk and dance?
Power clean.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you lift over your head?
Yeah.
No.
I do it when I do like 45s when I know I can keep doing it, but heavyweight.
What's your max? 90?
This little break, I've been working out with my dad, and I'm like 230, 235, something around that.
So that's interesting. So who do you think, I'm going to ask you the same question that I asked Bailey, who would win in a brawl, you or JJ Watt, fresh out of surgery on crutches?
Probably still JJ Watt.
You know, I think that's the universal answer. I like that. Well, Jack Hayes, thank you so much for coming out and sitting in this blistering sun. And I have so many stories that I could tell about you, but I'm not going to do that because I know the favor could be returned and I'm not writing checks, I can't cash. So thank you for being here today, Jack. It has been a pleasure.